There's a universe where you and I are married.
I know.
Do you think we're happy?
We're definitely in divorce court. I'm Haley Griswold.
And I'm Jake Deaton.
And this is The Lost Lore. You never told me that. I did not want to record today. Episode 4, and I already don't want to record.
Me too. This morning I was looking at our sick leave policy, our personal day policy. Unfortunately, I haven't accrued any hours yet.
Then you said you wanted to talk about our childhood favorite foods, and I was like, all right,
I'm
I'll
in the
take
car.
any excuse to talk about a cosmic brownie and Little Debbie. Let's get right on into it. If we're talking about favorite foods,
We're talking about milk.
we're talking about milk
For
for
me.
Jake.
I
Not me.
This is actually, I feel like this is one of the things that people tell me is like on my roster of serial killer traits, which I don't understand. Like, I get it if you're lactose intolerant, you know, I'm sorry. You're missing out. But if you're not lactose intolerant, not only is it like good for your bones, does it give you vitamins and minerals, I love the taste of milk. I actually think if it was the only thing that I could consume for the rest of my life, or like I could like choose one taste or flavor to have for the rest of my life, I would choose milk.
For the people who are only listening and not seeing, yes, he is white. Jeez.
It's just so good. And it's skim milk, so I do the chalky water. But it's just something about it, like a good cold, sometimes I do an ice cube if I'm really feeling it. But like a good cold glass of milk, like sometimes I go for a long run and that's what I want at the end. Did you know it's more hydrating than water?
This is
Google
news to me. Yeah.
I used to like take Pop-Tarts, talk about another staple food of mine, and I would dunk them in milk, but not just like you would dunk an Oreo. I would break off all the crust to where it was just the frosting and like the back of the pastry, and I would sit them in the milk, and you have to leave it for 5 minutes so it
Right.
absorbs, and then you pull it out, and it is like just like a sponge full of milk and the Pop-Tart and the filling. It's so good.
I feel like people have already X'd out. They're no longer listening to this episode. Everyone's disgusted. They've unsubscribed. They've reported us. Ew. To me, the only appropriate occasion to have milk is if you're having cereal. And there are so many cereals. Were you a big cereal eater growing up?
Yes, I love cereal.
Do you?
It's one of my all-time favorite foods. I don't eat it much these days, but like it's definitely, sometimes I just walk through the aisle in the grocery store and look at it longingly.
It is sort of like being in the Louvre. Like you can
It
just
is,
kind of look around.
but
It's
better.
like beautiful.
Yeah.
It's better. Growing up and stuff, I think I just remember the commercials. And I mean, I am a product of capitalism. You get a good jingle going and I'm like, I need that cereal.
That cereal.
Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Like I had to get that. But it's not in my top 5.
What is your top 5?
My top 5.
Do you have like a indisputed number 1?
Yes.
What?
Frosted Flakes.
That's a great answer.
What's yours?
Frosted Flakes are definitely also in my top 5, but my number 1 is definitely Fruity Pebbles.
That's my number 4.
Okay. So we have some
I'm a little
crossover.
fruity too.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Controversial for me on this one. That is not in my top 10. I know that it is one of the most beloved cereals of all time, and I know everyone loves the milk, but I feel the same way about Cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Fuck them. Give me the berry. Give me the berry flavors. Like I want the. But I love cinnamon. It's just there's no logic. Like cinnamon rolls, probably top 3 dessert for me.
Did you ever do this really classic one where you take a piece of white bread, toast it up, put as much country crock butter on it as you like, and then you just go into the sugar and just put your hand in it, sprinkle that on the bread, grab the cinnamon, sprinkle that.
Delicious.
You've never had cinnamon
I've never
sugar
had
toast?
cinnamon sugar
This
toast.
is like a undisputed poor food. It's so good. Wait, did you say your number 2?
I would say number 2 is probably Frosted Flakes.
Okay. Number 3 for me is Cap'n Crunch.
Really?
And I like the yellow bits the best, but I need the berries in there too, just for the
That to
look
me
and
is
the
kind of
color.
like I'll settle for it. Like if it's in the hotel lineup, if I'm like Raisin Bran or Captain Crunch, it's Captain Crunch's time to shine. But
yeah, but
also not in my top 10.
Really?
I would say my 3 is probably honeycombs.
Honeycombs. Ugh.
You don't like honeycombs?
No, I don't. They get so soggy so fast. But
Isn't
I heard
it
your
so
Pop
funny?
Tart story, so you like soggy
As a
food.
kid, I used to wait for the cereal to get soggy because I wanted it full of milk.
No.
Now I appreciate the crunch.
I need a
but-
crunch. Like Fruity Pebbles, I'm eating that like I'm being timed. I don't want
Like
that.
gun to your head.
I
like,
don't.
tear coming down your face.
I don't want it to get soggy. No.
My number 4 would probably be. I love corn pops. I know that's like a kind of a controversial pick.
Corn
But
pops?
yeah, corn pop. They're so. My mama used to have those. My dad's parents were like the healthy household. Like when we got Pop Tarts over there, they were unfrosted. Have you ever had an unfrosted Pop
I
Tart?
certainly have not.
I remember when we would go over there, and I'd be like, unfrosted, like.
And that's why you don't tell them when you're in town.
But they always had corn pops too, and I did develop a kind of like a Stockholm syndrome for
Yep,
them.
100%.
And so I would say they're probably my number 4.
I have that for my number 5. I have a Stockholm Syndrome cereal.
Let's hear it.
Honey Smacks.
Never even heard of that.
Honey Smacks? Well, first of all, they have the most adorable little mascot, this frog. Do you know him?
No!
He's so cute.
I've never even heard of this. Is this like a store brand
this-
cereal?
I mean, I did get it. It's the ones that, like, you know is kind of like, ooh,
The B
whenever
tier.
it's in the bag. You know, the huge bags that you get. Like, this is like...
This is the barefoot wine of cereal.
Yes, exactly. It kind of... They're these little cereals that almost kind of resemble, like, beans. Like, they're little tiny things. I just love it. And I love that mascot. A good mascot makes a
A
cereal
good
for me.
mascot does. Like that.
Wait, well, tell me your number 5, then we'll get into mascot.
This is a hard one for me. Like there are so many I love. I love Fruit Loops. I love Lucky Charms. I love
You
Apple
love Lucky
Jacks.
Charms?
Not really, but I had a system. So I had a babysitter once that taught me how to eat Lucky Charms. You know how to eat Lucky Charms?
Break it down.
You have to eat every little individual piece of shitty cereal,
And then save those
and then
marshmallows.
spoonfuls of marshmallows and milk. Delicious. Definitely elevates it.
The
I would
thi-
say that's the Michelin way to eat Lucky Charms.
You forgot one important step, which is that you have to pour out the entire bag into several bowls so that you can make sure you're actually getting a
The right
substantial
ratio.
amount of
Yeah.
marshmallows, because you can pour a bowl of Lucky Charms and get
Nothing.
2.
Well, I also used to sabotage myself because I would go into the pantry and pick out the marshmallows like from the box of cereal and just snack on them.
Yeah, me
and then I'd
too.
pour it and be like, "Where are the fucking marshmallows?" Because I ate them all.
I did that too.
I think I'm gonna give my number 5 to Cheerios.
Honey Nut?
Plain, but important distinction. My grandma was the person. My other grandma.
You're
the
so
other
tired of
side
me
the
roasting
family.
every single one of your cereals, so you're bringing my grandma
And
into
we
it.
have a special connection. But my other side of the family, the who had the frosted Pop Tarts, was the one who prepared these Cheerios for me. They were not regular Cheerios. In
Okay.
her mind, she was like, "It's healthy. Cheerios. It's good for his heart."
Yeah,
and
it says lowers
it does.
cholesterol.
And so she would pour me a bowl. Then she would take out, the measuring cup that can measure up to 4 cups, like the big clear
Those big
measuring
ones,
cup.
yeah.
Giant scoop of sugar, pour it all over the Cheerios, and I would eat it, and I would rake the sugar off the bottom of the bowl, and only when I had half a spoon of granulated sugar, half a spoon of cereal, would they be sufficiently prepared. And so I literally was eating spoonfuls of sugar.
Like, it hurts your teeth,
Yeah,
but
it's delicious.
it's so good.
It's
Yeah,
so good.
I know.
If I could teleport a meal to me right now, like I would go stay at her.
Sugar
I had
milk.
it every time I stayed the night at her house. Sometimes I'd have 2 bowls in a row.
only 2.
I really don't know if there's anything better
No.
because I'm also getting milk,
Right.
so I'd probably drink a gallon of milk.
And the one way I can ride for milk is with cereal. It's
Do you drink the milk after?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of
so you
course.
can fuck with
Because
milk
it's
a little
not
bit.
milk anymore. Now it's like
Cereal juice.
Yeah, it's just delicious. Yeah, and has a color change, like the Fruity Pebbles and stuff. Okay, fuck, marry, kill. Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes.
Fuck. He's great.
The Apple Jacks, apple and cinnamon. You can have both.
Ooh, so they're a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're a pair. And the Trix Rabbit.
Ooh. Well, Tony the Tiger is like the obvious answer for Mary Ann fuck. So,
Well, if you marry
but
him-
listen, no. This is such an important part of my rules of this game. The way that I play this game, and you have to play by my rules because I'm domineering, is if you marry the person, it is a platonic love. You cannot have sex with them. It makes the game so much harder because otherwise it's just like, of course you're going to marry the one that you want to secretly fuck. No. If you marry Tony the Tiger, he is your emotional rock and no other rock. is involved.
Okay.
So makes it a little harder. I think the Trix Rabbit is so annoying. This is a good one. This is hard.
Yeah, so then you know what to do with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill a Trix Rabbit, and I
Okay.
think that I'm probably gonna have sex with Tony the Tiger, and then I guess I'll marry the apple. Is so lame though. The cinnamon
The
stick is
apple
fun.
and the cinnamon stick are both so. Actually, I don't know. I might kill them too.
Maybe I would have sex with the apple and the cinnamon stick so I could make the Apple Watch.
Okay.
Put him in the cuck chair,
Okay.
and then I'll marry Tony.
Okay.
All right, let's do Captain Crunch,
Mm.
the Lucky Charms leprechaun,
Mhm.
and the Toucan. Toucan Sam.
Hmm.
Ooh, no, wait. I'm gonna swap one. What were the three I just gave you?
I don't even know.
Okay, Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms leprechaun, and the wolf from Cookie Crisp.
Probably gonna sleep with him. Cool.
Cookie
Crisp. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with him. I'm gonna marry an Irish man.
You're gonna kill Captain Crunch?
Yeah, I have to kill
One of
him.
your top 5 favorite cereals?
Yeah, but I'm killing the man. I'm not killing the cereal. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. But my number one fuck would be the Rice Krispie treats, just because they know how to snap, crackle, and pop.
If you enjoy listening to our podcast, please rate us 5 stars wherever you listen. It really helps us out.
We'd also love for you to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and please consider subscribing to our Patreon for bonus content.
We love you.